I have read a lot. Philosophy, religion, life, and ethics. I know exactly what is good and what is right. But the strange thing is, the more I know, the more regret I feel, because I am not able to live according to my knowledge. This knowledge no longer feels like light to me. Instead, it feels like a heavy burden.
This is not a weakness, it is your insight. The more clearly you perceive right and wrong, the more it hurts when your actions do not align with that insight. Ignorance is light, but knowledge becomes heavy. Knowledge creates responsibility, and when there is no action, regret is born.
Sometimes it feels like my own knowledge is imprisoning me.
That is why Rumi says something very deep. You learn by reading, but you only find true understanding through love. Reading only gives information to the mind, but love creates an internal relationship with that knowledge. This very dilemma was explained through beautiful examples by Bhai Gurdas Ji. He asks, how can one reach the land of the beloved merely by talking about it? He says that if a traveler asks for the path at night but doesn't move their feet forward, how will they ever arrive? If a sick person keeps repeating the names of medicines but never actually swallows the pill, how will the disease be cured? If someone keeps saying sugar, sugar and praises its sweetness but never puts it on their tongue, how will their mouth ever become sweet? Until the discussions of knowledge turn into practice, that true light will not be found. Just as the rising sun naturally vanishes the darkness, true action is what reveals the light of wisdom.
Meaning, I have only been saying sugar, sugar until now. I knew the name of the medicine, but I never actually took it.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji provides a very original solution to this restlessness. He explains that when the mind truly learns the lesson of good action, the mind itself becomes like a guru, an internal guide.
But we were just saying that without the guru there is darkness and that the mind is lost. So why does the guru say the mind itself becomes the guide? Isn't that a contradiction?
Look, the mind is not a guide on its own, but when the mind fully accepts the wisdom, the mind and the wisdom become one. At that point, there is no difference between the seeker and the source. When the mind is immersed in the truth, your own inner voice becomes the guide that stops you from walking the wrong path. The external teacher shows the way, but once the mind decides to walk it, the light becomes internal.
Oh, I understand now. He is talking about that high state where the mind is completely colored in the truth.
Exactly. That is why Bhagat Kabirji says that only when the mind accepts do you truly know the divine. But he also gives a warning. The mind knows everything, yet it continues to do wrong. What is the use of holding a lamp in your hand if you still fall into the well? Sheikh Saadi says the same thing. Knowledge without action is like a donkey carrying a load of books on its back. The donkey is loaded with information, but remains devoid of understanding.
So it's not the books, it's the acceptance of the heart that brings change.
Precisely. Guru Nanak Dev Ji completes this thought. When the mind truly accepts, that state is beyond words. It becomes your life.
This means I have only been researching the truth, but I never truly believed it. I never made it my own.
But realizing this is your first step. Leave your intellectual cleverness behind and let the wisdom settle into your heart. The moment you truly believe, this heavy burden will turn into wings.
It's true. I was trying to walk using only my head, but the journey was meant for the heart. Now I don't just want to know, I want to accept. That is where I will find peace.
Because as Guru Angad Dev Ji says, even if 100 moons and 1,000 suns were to rise, despite all that light, without the teacher's wisdom, there is only pitch darkness in the mind. External knowledge can only dazzle the eyes, but only internal wisdom can erase the darkness of the heart. If you also resonated with these thoughts, stay connected with our channel, Love and Philosophy. Peace be with you.